Pranam Swami. So we had this uh, wonderful occasion of Guru Purnima. So uh, we have uh, you know the topic for discussion is Guru and spirituality. So please guide us on the occasion of Guru Purnima. Over to you, Swami.
Okay, so today's Guru and spirituality. Now already Guru Purnima is over yesterday, 24th July, that is Ashad Purnima, full day moon. It is observed as a Guru Purnima. That's the tradition. So many years it is coming down, and we are also observing all those who are spiritual seekers. They are also observing and paying their respect, honoring their Guru. Actually, this is the day, Ashad Purnima, that is called, it is memory of the great Guru Vyas, Vyas, who has written 18 Purans, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and all those things. It is traditionally going on, known as Vyasa Purnima, in the respect of Guru Vyas. This is also saying that occasion, the Guru Purnima's the occasion is there another tradition that this is the month of Ashar and the rainy season, 4th month there is a continuous raining. So there is a saying that all ascetics, spiritual seekers, they sit together 4 months and spend the time in intense spiritual practice and studying the scriptures. That is the one of the way they observe the Guru Purnima day, especially Haridwar, Rishikesh, if you go. Now all these akhras full of sadhus, and they are observing called Chaturmasa, Ashad, Shravan, Bhadra, Asik, and that is 4 months. So now this is the way Guru Purnima has come, and we are observing. But doubt comes, everybody's mind, what is the need of the Guru? Who is the Guru? And that questions from time immemorial it is coming and getting answer different way. So this a Guru teachers also is known as Guru. But Guru, that is Sanskrit words, not a teacher. When we are born, mother teaches us how to feed, how to wear, how to walk, how to swim, how to walk, etc. Then father, brother, sisters, all they are teachers. Mother is the first teacher, or Guru, you can say. But other also there is teachers. Then comes as class teachers, scientists, artists, medical, they all they are teachers. They are not the Guru. That you remember. Guru is a Sanskrit word. It is not as you do translation from ordinary sense. Teachers, Guru is a teacher. No. It is a deep meaning, deep rooted. That Guru and teachers, lot of difference is there. Guru, who dispels our ignorance, he known as Guru, not a teacher. Teachers improve our skill, intellect, how to get more money, wealth, power, position. Our Guru removes our ignorance. Ignorance through its illusion. So it is a remover of a darkness. What is your darkness of the life? It is our ego, wrong conception of the life, negativity. Guru help us to remove all our negative feelings and try to slowly kill their ego so that humility come in our mind, in our body. That way, Guru transform us. Guru transfers our life from our in the positive direction. All our negative thoughts and negative ideas, Guru removes it. Whereas positive thinking they brings by killing their ego. So Guru is one who dispels our darkness of full spiritual ignorance. And Guru is actually really a sculptor. You know the sculptor. Big stone is there, piece. But sculptors inside they have the idea to make it a beautiful idea. So he starts chiseling it, cutting, adding this, that, and after that give a beautiful idea. Sculptor make it stone to a god image. Similarly, Guru makes our life a beautiful life from a life of a stone life, ugly, so many bad qualities, so many sufferings, so many sufferings, agony. So Guru is compared with a sculptor to transform the life to a beautiful life. So Guru make our life beautiful, joyful. Teachers makes our life happy through techniques, technology. Guru transform our life to make us give a joy, bliss, and we want that also. That we want beautiful life, joyful life. So teachers is not the guru. She is a catalyst. The difference the teacher teaches us for specific period of time, the 24 hours. Teacher teaches through words and guru teaches beyond words. He is concerned spiritual progress of the disciple. Guru is concerned about their character, their personal life, how to build a beautiful character. Or as teacher concerned about their career. So Guru is connected to the personal life. Teacher is connected to the career outside world. That is also need the help of the Guru. Without the Guru also you do not know how to experiment, how to test it. But one is external life, what is internal life. Guru means our inner life, quality of the life. So that difference is there, the Guru and teachers. It's a role of Guru that there is a, what is the role of the Guru? What is the Guru is doing the society? Guru doing the society tremendous benefit, doing the good work for the society. But Guru changing, transforming their inner life to the higher life, to become a man, to become a human being. Guru is transforming them. When a person is a better and a happy, full of joy, bliss, It is a beautiful life, good life, and society out of them. They are changing individual so that Guru actually silently changing the society to the positive direction to a beautiful nation by changing individual characters, individual life. So his Guru's role in building the nation is the true efforts without silence. Nobody knows it. What going on, transforming it. They say Guru is they say is a perfect guarantee for the individual to transcend the bondage of sorrows and death. Our bondage, sorrows, the Guru is the guarantee. He can give transformer. See Ramakrishna Dev, how transformed Narendra to Vivekananda. The Guru make mortal to immortal, transform from mortal to immortal. When that Gita, when Arjun was scolding, Krishna was scolding Arjuna. So Krishna came in the battlefield and transformed him to his real nature and he start fighting. So that is the Guru's work, to transform inner life. One day, the Duryodhana, he is not respecting the elders. He has no humility, always negativity. So Krishna says, have you ever served your elders, served your aged person? That is your mind is so wicked. That is why you are so cruel. So like that, so many statements you can get it. Doesn't know. So the difference between the guru and teacher. Teacher is not the guru. Teacher cannot be a guru. Guru is guru. Guru is related to the inner life, transformation of the life. Remember this point. Then there is a beautiful one story I can remember. So many times it has happened to many devotees. To whom shall I get initiation? This Maharaj or that Maharaj? So it has happened that Sat Prakasananda, who was that head of the St. Louis Center, at that time Brahmananda is there, Holy Mother was there. So he was confused to whom he shall take initiation. Once he go to Brahmananda, Brahmananda direct him to Mother. Mother direct him to Brahmananda. So Satpakasananda is very much confused. That time Mahapurush Maharaj Shivananda was there. So he understood and he called the boy Satpakasananda. And in short, that from terrace, what it is draining out, coming out from different mouth. Drain mouth, that is elephant mouth, a tiger mouth, then lion mouth. So many mouths are there, draining water coming out. So he shows that you see rainwater coming, if you see from down, this side elephant mouth, that side tiger mouth, that side lion mouth. But in the terrace, water is the same. Water has fallen from the sky. Water is the same. It is coming out different phase. So remember that mantras, the power that is Chidananda Brahma, that power is the same. It is coming to us through different mouth, different guru. So you must give importance the source, that is Chidananda. Ishwar is the guru. You must confirm, focus on it. And if more faith you have on yourself, in your mantra or initiation become more powerful. So you should not focus whether it is a lion mouth or elephant mouth or tiger mouth. You should give the source of that infinite power. That is exactly true, and we should believe, and we must believe in faith on ourselves, on the mantra we got from our Guru. See, what Sri Ramakrishna used to say, that is the tradition of Sri Ramakrishna mission. Sri Ramakrishna says, I am not your Guru. He is telling to his disciples, Guru is Satchidananda Ishar. And after Sri Ramakrishna, you find any Guru from Ramakrishna Hara, they never says, I am the Guru. Your Guru is Satchidananda Guru, at the most Sri Ramakrishna. So that is Ramakrishna is a tradition that I am not the, tells the disciple, I am not the Guru. Guru is the Satchidananda. That is the Ramakrishna mission. That Guru Purnima observe, that we observe special puja, everything for Paramahansa Ramakrishna. And that is the tradition going on. So that is the Guru is actually the Satchidananda Guru. Not, it must be a give importance from whom we are taking the persons. So faith, strength of faith is required. Whatever mantra you have got it, if you have that much strength is there, faith is, it will be more powerful. Then another thing about Guru Purnima, the Guru should be respected. Students, what is the student's qualification? Gita tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Three conditions of the Shishya disciple. Tadvidhi pranipatena. That we respect our Guru by prostration, just surrendering, prostrate before the Guru. That is the symbol of surrender. Surrender is ego. If ego is there, you cannot gather knowledge. Just like a water always comes from the higher level to the lower level, similarly, the spiritual power will come from the higher level to lower level when you surrender and reduce your ego. You are nothing in front of the Guru. Without his help, you cannot do anything. So ego must go. That sense, Guru make you increase your humility, reducing the ego. Sometimes you feel pain. Guru sometimes says something and it hurt you, but it is for your good to reduce your ego, to make you humble, humbler, and humbleness should come. That is the prostration. Then pariprasnena, through question and answer. Questions should be not shallow. It must be a serious question. Just without any depth, they can ask any questions, any like that I know. He is boasting for his intellectual power. Their intellect power will not stand. From the questions, Guru can understand the progress or spiritual growth, and he can understand where you are standing. For example, generally devotees come and complain to the Guru. Gurudev, I have taken initiation and practicing for a long period of the time. but I have no peace. Shanti nahi. Shanti nahi. The another type, same type of questions in different way. He's asking, Gurudev, I could not concentrate my mind. I cannot fix my mind. But the second person has gone to the deep of the problem. First person he has not gone, which is coming in the mind. Mind is restless. He can peace, no peace of the mind, no peace of the mind. But second person asking, little gone deep. He cannot focus the mind. So from that you can understand the difference between the same question, different way of putting. They are giving their mental level, expressing their mental level of spiritual growth. So that question, unless you think properly, reflect, then you cannot ask the serious question or all the shallow questions. Then come service. We most everybody emphasis on physical service, helping tools, this, that is okay. But most important thing, how much you may progress as per your guru direction. The best seva is try to live mentioned by your guru in his Upadesha. So this is the quality of the student. So for spiritual progress. So that is also we have to understand and have a satsanga with the guru, with other different ways. Your liking, increase, you can incline or you can develop some interest to spend time on satsanga, hearing good words, good voice. So these are the few points regarding guru and the teachers. Mostly, guru is not a teacher. Guru's work function to change the person, man to become human, or you can say man to become better human being. That's Swamiji. And that is the Guru's function. And not a teacher. And we must have faith, love for Guru's words. So these are the few points regarding Guru. And as you have seen, those who are follower of Sri Ramakrishna, Ramakrishna itself is the Guru. It is Sachidananda that comes to us to this form of the Guru, as Sri Ramakrishna says. If a man is initiated by human Guru, he will not achieve anything if he regards his Guru as a mere man. The Guru should be regarded as the direct manifestation of the God. Only then the disciple has faith in the mantra given by the Guru. Once man has faith in the faith, he achieves all. The Shudra global land occur in the forest, that examples. He has given a Guru Dukhin. Anyhow, first is faith, then a tremendous faith in Guru. Guru can change everything in life, give a blissful life. He can do everything. That's all. If you have any questions, doubt, you can ask.
Yes, so anybody having any question, please ask. Yeah. Swamiji, there is one question for you. Here in the chat box. What should a disciple do to ensure continued spiritual development or growth, and how to check whether he or she is on right path?
You see, now from our discussions, it is this answer is there, and answer is clear that you have to develop tremendous faith on Guru. You have to think always without Guru I cannot live. Without Guru I cannot improve. The body and mind should be engrossed with the thoughts. Mind should think like that, just like a ordinary child, very child. What he thinks only 24 hours. Mother is there, I live. Mother is everything. Everything, all problem is solved for the, all problem is solved by the mother, and child is safe. Similarly, if you bring this kind of relation with the Guru, that I have to develop the faith in Guru, and Guru will do everything. And second, if this faith, you strengthen it by practicing, thinking and thinking, I think everything will be taken care. You will improve, love for the God will improve, and you will be cheerful more day by day, more cheerful, more cheerful. That is life. That is a human being. That is a beautiful life, good life. Okay.
Yes, Swamiji. Swamiji, in the explanation part in today's discourse, one place you have mentioned about the story of Krishna and Duryodhana, in which you said, "Have you ever served any your elders or aged person?" So, could you please tell us as how that service and humility? Can you clarify more on that?
See, service attitude has come from the humility to serve them, serve the old people, that is also duty. If your humility is not there, I am superior to them. The serving attitude will not come. Real attitude will not come. You can show, just like a show, I am serving, I am helping, as NGO people are doing, helping others, doing the seva. These are all show. That is why, in spite of doing so much service to the poor, needy, and the society, they are not transformed because from within their hidden agenda is there, hidden ego is there. Duryodhana case is there, that is practically, as you know, he is the wicked person because he is so egoistic, even his father, relatives, nobody care that I am the only Lord. That egoistic has turned his life so miserable. These egoistic should go. Those who have a service attitude, it should be humble, prayer, as much I can help to others. At a Duryodhan, everybody should help. I am the king. Nobody is a better person or a powerful person than me. So that is the this idea convey. We should not be so arrogant that I am the only person, ruler, but I am the king. You want to subordinate, you want to just control some few people, out of ego it comes. So ego connected to the seva or service. If ego is less, service attitude will be there, service will be good, and it is a fruitful service. NGO, there is no fruitful service from inside. They are not transforming their own life. Yes, society, they are to some extent helping the poor.
Yes, thank you very much, Swamiji.
Thank
Uh,
you.
I think no more questions.
How many are there
Yes.
total?